right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. How is everyone? Yeah, I've jumped onto this live because the boy is speaking. Yeah, we're waiting for him. What's he going to be singing along to? Because he's playing a lot of Elvis music right now. He likes his Elvis. But you can appreciate that how the market everyone? Itself has been. Yeah, I've jumped onto this live. Different. Hold on, what's going on? Yeah, the market's been a little bit different today. They're all waiting for Donald Trump to speak. This story with Iran is causing issues for the marketplace, and you can appreciate that people don't know where to park their money. Just to put it into perspective for you all, Bitcoin has done okay today, but it's only back in where it was before. Go over to the NASDAQ, you can see clear as day that these are horrible times to trade. Look at those ranges. And the market is just waiting, all right? Now, with regards to this story right here on Trump, here we go. Looks like we're going to be making some announcement. I think he's going to start talking. So we're going to just listen in on what he has to say. And we're going to pay attention to the marketplace in the meantime. All right. So let's get with the program, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put my headphones on and listen out for whatever is going to happen very, very shortly. Here we go. What is this? Come on, Trump, man. What is this music? I mean, it's classics. Classics. Let's just bring this up here. Have a look at what's going on. Markets are not really going to be doing anything too much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be frank with you. They're not really going to be moving unless Trump says something. I mean, the stock market itself is just absorbing the story of oil right now. Just to quickly go over to oil and have a look at where we are with that. I mean, getting ready for a pump. I'm telling you, it's on its way back. It's going to go back to these levels, ladies and gentlemen. You just got to be so careful. All right. Is he talking? They must have told everyone to put those banners up, bigger paychecks and what have you. I mean, the average hourly earnings came in higher, did it not? So, never mind. Anyways, DJ Tino knows his music. Yes, okay then, cool. I can now see the chat, but earlier on I couldn't see it, but never mind. Well, I don't know if he's actually still talking elsewhere. That's the thing. He has been saying some comments. Oh, here we go. Iran fired missiles at Israeli and US bases in the region. Like, this is getting quite chaotic. It is. They are firing so much. Bitcoin is going to 10,000. Crypto is a dead asset class. What is this guy saying? Hold on a second. Look at this. It's a dead asset class. McGlone defines $10,000 as the most widely traded price for Bitcoin since 2019, 2020. What is he talking about? That's where Bitcoin set its place, the dead asset class thesis. He says McGlone calls crypto dead as an institutional asset class based on risk management principles. I mean, he's got a point because Bitcoin just pulls out some chaotic volatility. I mean, just go and have a look at it. It's absolutely wild. This scares investors. It really does. That's why they're probably offloading on that. Gold holding out right now. Nvidia, Tesla, Tesla's up. Apple announced that they're going to be introducing their foldable phone. And just going over to Apple right now, you can see nothing's happening. This is not an environment to be trading, quite frankly. Dollar yen still climbing. Dollar yen on its way to that 160, ladies and gents. Aussie yen itself is also up 1%, but the stock market hasn't been able to do too well on that. And when you see that happening, it tells you that they are actively just transacting on dollar, trying to make sure that they're keeping themselves hedged. Natural gas is shooting up. There you go, $6.66. Goldman Sachs might be right, ladies and gentlemen, about that 130% increase, but European shock on energy is going to be a problem for them all. Going over to it, you can see the euro's taking a nosedive. Dollar dominance is climbing up and cryptocurrency is making a move. But listen, just be careful, all right? Because even though Bitcoin is up and the dollar is up, What do you think's going to reign supreme? It's not going to be Bitcoin. And some of you might not like that, but when you marry the logistics of how Forex works and the perception of value, you'll come to understand why the dollar will always continue up and Bitcoin will come down when that relationship comes into play. Okay. Still nothing on going off right now. Back to 50K then. Moon just in 3.5 trillion. Goldman Sachs says stocks could see an extreme rally. Yeah, you know what? They could see an extreme rally. All right. Only if we end this war and we sort out this oil situation. Okay. Volatility index is pulling back a little bit. Again, I need to really see tech doing its thing, because if NASDAQ comes back down to these levels yet again, the 24,000 region, then we've got ourselves a bit of a problem. But order flow is negative. You can see lower highs. It's just not coming into play until otherwise. That's the most important thing. Are we going to get Trump talking? Oh, what, man? Nothing's happening. The Iran war has cost the United States $11 billion in the first week. And they want bigger paychecks. It's not going to happen when you've got inflation getting ready to climb up. Gold will fill that vector candle 100. Most definitely. Gold is going to recover this vector all day long. I'll put everything on it. I would. It's going to recover it. The only way that it won't recover it is if we get a drastic change in sentiment. That's the only way it's not going to get recovered. If there is a drastic change in sentiment and that we do actually get interest rate cuts and good ones at that. Okay. But let me highlight something to you all. If the ECB does decide to increase its interest rates, that's a bit of a problem. Because usually whatever happens overseas is in the UK, Eurozone. The US tends to do it as well. They've got this little bit of a working relationship amongst the banks. And when one is cutting, the rest of them cut. If one wants to increase, there is a possibility that the others could increase too. And we've got every reason for that if inflation goes up. That's why today's data didn't really do anything to the marketplace. A, it's old, and B, it doesn't actually show us exactly what's going on with inflation. So that's a little bit of a problem for us. And if we don't see that correct read on inflation, then we're not going to know exactly where we are with the interest rate. So just remember, keep that in mind. Tino, I sold Circle at 110 and I bought it at 50. Should I reaccumulate now or wait? Look, wait a week. All right, just wait 1 week, ladies and gentlemen. Your attention should be on the gold ETF because this is pulling back with zero volume. Okay. In the sense where it's volume below average and it's holding its price, which means that anyone that is selling is not aggressively selling. They're getting ready to pop gold. They're getting ready to move it. That's my expectation. Going over to Circle, just to put it, how's Oracle ended up today? Oracle gaps up a massive volume. That makes sense. Here we go. Looks like the boy is on. Let's get this party started. Here we go. Here he is. Can you hear it nice and clear, yeah? You know what? Love him or hate him. The guy is a beast. He is. What he's done in his first week, Biden did in 4 years. You know? So this is going to be interesting to hear what he has to say here. Is it loud and clear, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. Obviously, the music's singing away. This is Entourage. Light Chaser, gold can easily do that. Gold can pull back. But like I said, the Trump dance. Anyways, I'll get to some of your questions in a few seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this program going. This guy's currently in a war right now. Everyone's oblivious to it. Like, yeah, Trump. Mad. Yeah. They do want him gone. He's letting the song play out. But you know what, though? Whether you like him or not, he commands the respect to be listened to. That's the messed up thing. You can hate him so much, but you're going to listen to what he has to say. That's all I say. Tino is crying. Here we go. You waited for the song, man. Look at this guy. Here we are. Let's see what he has to say, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, speak louder.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. And a very special hello, Kentucky. I love Kentucky.
Oh, man. He's going to start with the kiss ass first.
Kentucky. We won in a landslide. We won by so much. We have the all-time record in this state. But it's great to be back in this beautiful Commonwealth with so many proud, hardworking, unbelievable American patriots. Thank you.
How many people from Kentucky?
Here today with the men and women of a phenomenal company that has been helping Kentucky grow and prosper for 6 incredible
That arm doesn't look
decades.
real.
In other words, they've been here for a long time.
Why is he holding it like that?
Logistics. First, logistics. Good company. Just met a lot of the people that run it. They're good people. They love you. They love you, actually. If they didn't, I wouldn't be here, probably. I don't think I'd be here. If they didn't love you, I'd walk off this stage right now. With your help, this family-owned business has risen from a small trucking operation into a juggernaut of warehousing, packaging, one of the biggest, transportation, all these big labels they put on. But I'll tell you, America's favorite brands right here, and this has been an unbelievable group of people that built this wonderful company, and I want to thank them very much. It's an honor to be here.
Come on, Trump, give us what we need.
And like the people of Kentucky, you do it with skill and precision and pride, using equipment stamped with those beautiful words, made in the USA. Do you remember? Made in the USA. We're putting it all over the place. And we're making more and more things in the USA, more than we ever had. More people are working today in the USA than at any time in the history of our country.
This is why the unemployment rate went up to 4.4%. It makes sense.
Do we have a great military?
Listen to this guy.
The best. Better than any military in the world by far.
That's
know
just
that we're gonna
pissing
have to be
people
showing
off.
So much, to be honest with you. I built it. In my first term, we built this military, and I didn't know that we'd have to use it quite as much as we're using it, but we're using it well, and there's no better military. There's nobody even close, so we're very proud of it.
Yeah, the volume is as loud as it can be. It's obviously...
So we have...
I'm maxed out on
this company, 2,600 employees, and they pour out their sweat and their soul into shipping the products America knows and loves, and they're doing more business than they've ever done before. And thanks to the record-setting tax cuts that we passed in the great, big, beautiful bill, biggest tax cuts in the history of our country, tax cuts. You know, as I grew up, I'd watch politicians, and I'd always hear that, we're going to cut your taxes, cut your taxes. This is the first group of opponents. It's the first group, the Democrats. They're always saying, we're going to raise your taxes. Historically, a politician has to. Ideally, you're going to follow through. But you have to say, we're cutting taxes. They say, we're going to raise that. They were going to give you, if they won, Kamala and Joe, Sleepy Joe. But they were going to raise your taxes more than any. It was the biggest tax increase in the history of our country. And I kept saying, are they really saying this? I don't know. What do I know about politics? I haven't been doing it that long. But they were going to give you the biggest tax cut. And now again, the midterms are coming. They want to raise your taxes higher than you've ever had before.
I don't think he's going to talk about the war.
Midterms are going to be very, very important.
I'll be surprised. This is a sales pitch. He's selling here.
Thanks to the tax cuts, which are record-setting, we passed the great, big, beautiful bill, and I'm pleased to report that Verse Logistics is investing more than $10 million into expanding its operations.
You know your IRS tax refund that you're all looking for, right? That's not going to help America at all.
And you're buying brand new trailers and opening up
Actually did a video on that.
In 2 additional states, Texas and North Carolina. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that's why we did it. And with the help of our tax cuts, all of those trucks and warehouses and equipment purchases, everything that we're doing, and everything that you see in this country that's being built, you get what's called expensing, meaning a deduction in the first year. 1 year, it's the bit. Now, to a lot of people, that doesn't mean. To me, it means something else. It means jobs. That's why we have so many jobs, the best jobs ever. Perhaps most importantly to the workers here today, I'm pleased to report that the great, big, beautiful bill also delivers no tax on overtime.
Inflation.
Whoever thought that was going to happen? That means every extra hour you work, your overtime pay is now 100% tax-free. You have no tax. Remember
they know inflation's going up. That's why they're doing this.
Want to end it.
They know it's going up.
So you take home 20 or 30% more to those beautiful children or whoever the hell you're bringing it home to. Okay, I don't know who you're bringing it home to. I don't want to know. That's not my business, although it could be interesting. After so many years of politicians who sold out the working men and women of our country, we finally have a president who puts American workers first.
Unbelievable.
With us today are the front row Joes. You know, they have followed me. What are you up to? About 350 rallies, right? 350 rallies.
Let's have a look at price for a second.
I don't know what the hell they do. I don't know where they get their money, but they follow me a lot. We have a lot of people. They follow, just like a tour.
Bitcoin not doing much.
But they're front row Joes.
Nasdaq's
like
coming down a little bit.
Getting on the front row. Thank you. There's a lot of them too. Thank you very much. Great honor.
Come on, Trump, give me some flavor, please, with your aesthetic arm. What's going on with that arm?
Under a man named Sleepy Joe Biden. Has anyone heard of him? Has anyone heard of him? How about Barack Hussein Obama?
Hussein, you know.
He went to Jesse Jackson's funeral. He spoke, and it was like a political hit job. And the family of Jesse Jackson got angry as hell at him, because they understand they hated each other. You know, he was there. But I loved watching that. That was so, the family goes outside and they start screaming at him. A short time ago under Biden and his allies in Congress, we were dead as a doornail. We were a dead country, I'll tell you. And it looked like we weren't going to come back. Now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. This is the hottest.
You are hot on debt, bruv. What's going on?
This powerful military.
Powerful military costing $50 billion a week in borrowed funds.
The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. All time. And the typical American's 401k is up by almost $35,000 since I took office.
You know, each time the market actually hits an all-time high, even by 1 cent, it's a record.
So think of this.
Hits it, comes down, does that 53 times.
Over a period of much less.
Anyways.
Over a period of 4 years, we got $18 trillion. And Jake Paul knows what that means. $18 trillion in 11 months, because they haven't calculated the 12th month. So we have 18 trillion in 11 months. Say in a year, what difference does it make? Compared to substantially less than 1 trillion in 4 years. You would say they didn't do a good job, Jake. I didn't ask Jake who he voted for, but I don't think it was Kamala. I don't think so. I think your whole reputation would be shot if you said, oh, I voted for Kamala. That would be the end of your whole career, Jake. But here in the heartland of America, you're already seeing the results.
No, it's not Jake Paul.
From Thermo Fisher Scientific in Reading, Ohio,
What's
right
Jake
across
Paul?
the way.
YouTube,
The
Disney,
great
Jake Paul
American
doing
company
there.
that's investing $2 billion in domestic manufacturing.
You guys are funny.
All because of what we've done with the tariffs and with
Oh,
the
my
deductions
God.
and all of the other things that we've done. Ford Motor Company, and by the way, we have more jobs.
Like
in
the
terms
stream,
of
guys.
construction. We're
Come
building
on.
more factories now in this country than at any time in the history of our country. More factories are being built.
Yeah, that's true.
And Ford Motor Company, a good old staple, has announced a $2 billion assembly plant in Louisville, Kentucky, which will support more than
You guys ain't happy with this guy, are you?
jobs.
Your comments are absolutely
I was
wild.
with Ford the other day.
How many
I
of you
was
in here, American, are
Detroit,
happy with this guy?
and
Type
Bill
1.
Ford, the head of
Type
it,
2 if you're not.
he had an advantage over everybody else in getting
My
the job.
days.
That's okay. He was born Ford, but he was showing me a plant that was built in like 1914, very old, one
Island
of the
boys.
biggest plants in the country.
He's
one of the
talking
oldest.
absolute dog
And they
right
were
now.
getting ready
Come
to
on.
shut it down a year and a half
We're just
ago, and then he
waiting
heard
for
Trump
him
was
to
running,
say something.
and he sort of said, "Let's wait."
You guys
So
don't
they
like
were
the guy.
getting ready to shut it down. It was on minimal
Holy
time.
Holy
It was just a
wild.
question of time, but he
Look
said,
at
"Let's
look
wait."
at this. Look at
They
this.
waited, and they just
Look at this.
announced 2 weeks ago that they're now
is
going to run
wild.
7 days a week, 24 hours a day, building the Ford 150.
Oh my God, they're not
Big
Americans.
difference. It's a big difference.
This guy
That's
is
a
winning
big
a
difference.
war, right? And he's just
You shut it
buzzing.
down or you run 24 hours a day. And they're doing a good job. Apple,
You guys,
great company,
Here we go.
$2.5 billion to manufacture 100% of the glass for iPhones and Apple Watches right here in Kentucky factories, all being made in Kentucky.
Not really giving the market anything, but Nasdaq's pulling
And
back.
Apple's spending
Here we go.
$650 billion on new plastic. Nobody else. I say it kiddingly, but I'm actually not kidding.
What the hell's going on here?
He's done a good job, Tim
Yeah.
Cook. But $650 billion. Think of it. And just 2 days ago, GE Aerospace, they're doing phenomenally, announced a $1 billion investment in American manufacturing, including $115 million right across the river in the Queen City, Cincinnati. I love Cincinnati.
This is absolutely wild.
So jobs, factories, and new investments are pouring in as they do. We have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a short period of time, including 8,000 brand new construction jobs in Kentucky. Okay? Kentucky.
Minus 91,000 on the
way
non-farm
real
payrolls.
Kentucky
Where's this guy getting his data
pronounces it,
from?
but if I do it,
Unemployment rate
Kentucky.
increased 4.4%.
More Americans are working today than any time in history, and that number is going to be, wait till you see the numbers by the end of the year. We did an excursion. You know what an excursion is? We had to take a little trip to get rid of some evil, very evil people. It should have been done for 47 years. They've been killing our people. 47 years.
This is... Look,
47 years.
look at the people behind, right? Let's be fair here. They're not listening to anything he's saying. They don't care about Apple. They
And
don't
I can
care about
only say this.
anything else. They're just buzzing that they're there
Well,
listening to him.
They're very strong. You know, they're going to try and take over the whole Middle East. They were going to knock out Israel.
I'm not trying to
They
make
don't
sense
know
of it.
What the hell hit them, right? They don't know what hit them. They got hit by the American military. They don't know. They say, what the hell is happening? They didn't expect
this
anything
is-
like this.
No.
To bring down energy costs for American workers and families and businesses like this one, we ended the Green New Scam. You know the scam?
An excursion
Greatest
to get
scam
rid
in
of evil
American
people,
history.
man. Like,
Well,
defamation of
maybe the
character,
election
man. That can
results of
be,
the second
a lot of
election.
people can be
I
pissed
would
off
say
at that.
what was the greater scam, the Green New Scam or the 2020 rigged election? I would say the 2020. I think the election. I think the election, but what difference? But the main thing is We said, get out and vote. We're going to do it again. And we're going to make it too big to rig. And that's what we did. We got the highest vote in history.
Too big
We
to
didn't
rig.
need that big.
Okay. So then
We made it too big to
I'm not
rig.
even
We
gonna get
terminated
into
the
this.
insane electric vehicle mandate where you were mandated. And I like electric cars. I think they're great. I like Elon. I said, Elon, look, not everybody wants an electric car. And I like him, and it's a great product, everything, but they have to have, we ended the mandate. We ended the mandate. Now you can have gasoline, you can have hybrid, you can have whatever the hell you want, you can have electric. They wanted you to buy an electric car by 2030. There's only one problem, you can't charge it. You ever see a charger? You're driving down the road, you're running a little low, and they say, electric charging plant, 150 miles up the road. That's a bad feeling.
he's just cussing out
We
Tesla.
massively increased production of American oil, natural gas, and clean, beautiful Kentucky coal.
I mean, I don't know what this guy is doing here, but
And we're not allowed in the Trump administration, we're not allowed to use the word coal without preceding it with two words, clean, beautiful. We say clean, beautiful coal.
what?
And we had Doug Burgum the other day.
Is that a thing?
Secretary of the Interior, who's great, and Chris Wright, Secretary of Energy.
Are they, you're not allowed
And
to
they were
say
giving a
coal
long
by
speech on
itself.
coal.
What the?
And I tried to stop them. I was in the audience. I tried to. They kept.
Is it
saying,
in Utah?
clean,
It's
beautiful
against
coal.
the law to
Clean,
kill
beautiful
bees.
coal.
Like, that's a
Clean,
crazy
beautiful
law, but
coal.
it makes
And after
sense.
about, like,
But
40
is
times,
that
I said,
is
"Wait
that
a
really
minute.
true?
Say coal. It's too much. It's too much. But it's clean, beautiful coal, and it's back, and it's roaring back. You know, it's interesting. China uses a lot of coal. China's very smart. They use coal. What they don't use much of,
Here we go.
if at all, are windmills.
Yeah,
So
and
they make all
he's
the
going to
windmills,
cuss it and say about
and they sell
UK.
that garbage to us. Round and round it goes.
He's gonna
Keeps losing money. Every time it goes around, it loses $25. That's a
He's
lot.
taking the piss out of the UK in a minute. Come on, say it.
Kills a lot of birds.
Say it.
Kills them all. You know, if you shoot
Ah.
a beautiful bald eagle, they put you in jail for 5 years. Windmills kill them by the thousands. Okay, figure that one out. Last year, I took action to save 74 coal power plants from crushing restrictions and regulations. They were putting them out of business that would have forced them to shut down, including 4 plants we saved right here in Kentucky. And some of the people that work at those plants are here with us now. It's very powerful, and it is now with modern equipment, clean, beautiful, but it's a very powerful fuel. It's very powerful. And if it wasn't, China and some of these other big behemoths would not be using it. They use it because it's powerful, very, very powerful. The wind, you know, you're watching television and you want to watch, and your beautiful wife, our First Lady, says, I'm sorry, darling, you can't watch tonight. The wind has gone down, and we have...
Ah, shit, man.
But I wanna watch
I
myself
apologize,
on
ladies and
television.
gentlemen. This guy's script is absolute
I want
it's
to watch
madness.
myself debate.
Watch myself what?
He says, I'm sorry, darling, we have absolutely no energy. There's no...
Did he
wind
say that?
tonight."
Did you
What a
hear what he
scam.
said?
That's a pretty big scam.
Nah,
That's one
he
of the
didn't
top-
say. He
I
must
say
have.
that's a top
It was
5.
close.
It's about 5 that are real beautiful.
Just go back 30 seconds. You
I
understand what
also
I'm talking
announced a
about.
lease agreement for $1.5 billion of private sector uranium enrichment facility in
Here we go.
Paducah. Paducah. And as we take decisive action to stop the threat posed by the
Here we go.
terrorist regime in Iran with Operation Epic Fury.
This guy is introducing the war like a wrestling commentator.
Is that a great name? Well, it's only good if you win. You know, you can only do. And we've won. Let me tell you, we've won.
Oh, shit.
You know, you never like to say too early you won. We won. We won the bet. In the first hour, it was over.
We won the bet.
But we won.
First hour
but they
was
gave me a
over.
list of names at general. Sir, you can
Hold
pick
on.
the name you'd like, sir. I said, the name of what? The name of the attack on Iran, sir. And they gave me like 20 names. And I'm like falling asleep. I didn't like any of them. Then I see Epic Fury. I said, I like that name. I like that name. And my administration, as you know better than anybody, is also working to keep the oil flowing. It's flowing all over. We knocked out, they want to drop some mines. Very friendly people, mines, so boats blow up. And we knocked out every hour I have to change because they knock them out so fast. I've never seen anything. Think of it. They knocked out 54 ships in 2 days, and they're real ships. In fact, I got angry at my people. I said, are they any good? Yeah, they're warships. I said, why the hell did we kill them? Why didn't we just capture them and use them in our Navy? They said they wouldn't have qualified for that. Oh. But I got a little upset with my people. I said, why do we have to knock them? And actually, one of my generals said, sir, it's a lot more fun doing it this way.
This guy's...
But we knocked out 58 naval ships. We knocked out their Navy, okay? Let's put it that way. But they also knocked out the mine layers. They call them mine layers. They put mines in the water. Lovely job. Isn't that nice? Blow up ships. And we knocked out 31 of them. And, I was very proud of myself. I said, why did you use the weapon that we use on the drugs that come in by sea? Do you know that drugs by sea are down 98%?
And
I said, that's a hell of a weapon. And they said, well, give it a shot. It worked very well. We've knocked out, I think, 28 or 29.
Are we talking about fight night here? All I'm hearing this guy is knocking out. And the way he's going on, it's like he's knocking something else.
But I'm pleased to report that earlier today, the International Energy Agency agreed to coordinate the release of a record 400 million barrels of oil from various national petroleum
reserves. Yeah, we knew about this, G7 and the IEA.
Which will substantially reduce the oil prices as we end this threat to America and this threat to the world. We don't want to leave early, do we? We got to finish the job, right?
We don't want to leave early. What a guy.
Over the past 11 days, our military has virtually destroyed Iran. Tough country. Their Air Force is gone, totally gone.
This is heckling at its finest. And you don't think that people from Iran are watching this shit.
They don't have anti-aircraft equipment. They don't have anything. Their missiles are down 90%. Their drones are down 85%. We're blowing up the factories where they're made left and right.
Okay.
And frankly, nobody has ever seen anything like it. Nobody's ever seen anything like what you're witnessing now, and that can include the original killing of Soleimani and al-Baghdadi, two of the worst killers in the world that I did, as well as Operation Midnight Hammer, where we totally obliterated Iran's nuclear potential. We obliterated it. They don't have nuclear potential.
Let's just jump. I want your opinion. If you were Iranian and you listened to this, and you were getting attacked, all right, and there's a war, what are your thoughts on that?
We don't want to go back.
I want to know what your thoughts are. Type whatever. I want to know what your thoughts are, because this is wild.
As president, you'll have perhaps you'll have a weak, pathetic person like we've had in the past.
Okay, now we're talking politics.
Like Barack Hussein Obama, who signed one of the worst deals ever with Iran, where they were going to give up everything. Remember when he filled up a 757 with billions of dollars of cash and sent it to Iran? Billions. People forget that. That's when I realized the presidency is very powerful. When you could put over $1 billion in an airplane and fly it over and give it to a foreign country that's your enemy. How stupid was that? But that deal, the Iran nuclear deal, gave them the right to have a nuclear weapon as of 3 years ago. If I didn't terminate that deal, I terminated it very quickly. If I didn't terminate that deal, they would have had nuclear weapons, and this world would right now be a different place, much different place.
We can't fuck with that.
Believe me.
That's probably the most valid thing that he said.
And then Biden, he came along. He had no clue. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. But what they did was incredible. Everything they did was wrong. Think of it. Afghanistan, Biden, Afghanistan. The most embarrassing day in the history of our country. Embarrassing. 13 dead, but hundreds and hundreds are dead from, I count both sides, you know, I do. I count both sides, sorry. But hundreds and hundreds of people dead. And instead of leaving from Bagram, they fled. You know, I hate to even say it. There's no reason. We were in there. I was the one. We're going to get out. We're going to get out with strength and dignity. We're pounding the hell out of them. They didn't like Donald Trump, the Taliban. They would do anything I asked them to do. You know that. And this guy comes in, left all the equipment behind. I said, every piece of equipment will be taken out with us. They said, no, it's better to leave the plane. I said, why is it better? Well, I think it's more cost efficient to leave the plane. No. You got a brand new fighter jet, $150 million. You give it a tank of gas, little jet fuel, and you fly it out. They said, sir, I think it's better to leave the plane. These are the exact opposite generals as we have now. Do we love General Raisin Cane? He's great. But oil prices are already coming back down, and it's going to come down.
There's nothing that can be made sense of with regards to investors. Investors aren't listening to this.
We're not
They're listening in on what all he's done is just kissed.
Incompetent ones like the one we had
basically
last time,
just said that his epic battle was great.
The speech would last about
he's just
2 minutes.
showboating.
People would come out, not many, like 2 people. And he'd be finished with the speech, and then he could never find his way off the platform. He'd look around over here. There's so many stairs. Like I have 4 sets of stairs on this platform. Usually they have at least that. He couldn't find. Or walking up Air Force One. Now, I know the problem with this, it can happen. You could slip. I could slip. I came downstairs today that was soaking wet. You know, it's a little rainy today. And I have steel stairs. And I'm saying, hey. But I do it very slowly. I grab that thing because nobody cares if you set a speed record. The only thing I admired about Barack Hussein Obama, which was nothing actually, but the only thing is the way he bobbed down. Remember, he'd bob. Hey, you talk about unpresidential. He's bobbing, and I couldn't believe that he made it without at least a noticeable major fall. But Biden was the opposite. Biden couldn't even walk up
what
the
we
stairs.
doing?
He fell 3 times.
What the fuck
walking
is
up
this?
And the world watches that, and they don't like seeing it, although they actually do like seeing it, because they say, what the hell is going on? Or when he fell at the Air Force Academy, right? And the general was standing there, could have caught him, but he didn't want to drop the paper that he's holding in his hand.
Kim Jong-un has actually visited munitions factories. Good old Kimmy boy's missing out on action. He wants some.
It's so nice to see. It's so nice to see.
Ah, God.
And they want to get back in office for the midterms, and you can't let them. Did you see that they went to Munich, right? You saw that, right? You saw Gavin Newsom. He admitted that Gavin Newsom. So I think his career is over, okay? Let's get off the teleprompter. Do you mind if I get off the teleprompter for a couple of minutes?
Oh, shit. Here we go. That was all scripted.
You know, I have these great speech writers. I drive them crazy because half of the time I'm not. But Gavin Newsom, in an interview,
what's going on? That's bad news.
You have a doctor in the house, please? Doctor?
Getting Trump to turn round. That is wild.
Yeah, take your time, please.
The Secret Service watching this. People pass out when they see Elvis, right? Obviously, back then. But who's going to pass out when they see Trump?
We have all the time. These are great people. They wait so long, hours and hours. They're great people, right? We have all the time, right?
That's a first. Are we actually watching this right now?
Thank you.
Okay, all the comments are flying out now. This is wild. Come on. He's doing that on purpose. Like, he's just carrying on. He's not going to do anything until this person gets up. Give her a round of applause and then he'll continue. Is it a female, male? What's going on?
First responders are incredible, by the way.
Holy shoot. I mean, that's a lot of time for him to be paying attention to that. Like, how many people are actually waiting for something bad to happen here? How mad is that? How many people are waiting for something bad to happen? Go on. Yay or nay? Yes, no? All right, Trump, we get it, bro. You're a good kid, okay. You're all waiting for something fucked up to happen. Nah, man. You guys are fucked. Yeah, but I'm waiting as well. But anyway, no, we're not
Want
going
to play a song?
Want to play a song? No.
Do you think the people backstage are listening to me? How about Ave Maria? Well, because is going to be okay. How about putting it in right now, Ave Maria, if they are listening? Ave Maria by Pavarotti. Right?
My guy's a DJ. Donald J. Trump. That's it. I'm done. Said he was going to clap. There she is. She's wearing a Metallica top. I respect her now. No, she's not wearing a Metallica top. I thought it was Metallica. Ah, for God's sake, man. Come on, you can't put an old lady like that waiting so many hours, man. Who's... Trump, stop moving, man.
Take your time, Doctor. Take your time. She looks great. She looks great.
So what are we doing with her then? He's going to go over to her. Everything is clockwork with the president. This is madness. I thought she was wearing a Metallica top. Poor woman, she's going to get strip searched right now. checking if it was a ploy that didn't work. Right. Round of applause. She fainted. I hope she's all
It's
right.
Dr. Oz. Can you believe it?
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz. Wow. He's a good doctor.
She does look
you,
pale,
Oz.
man. Oh, my days. All right, come on, Trumpy boy.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Great job. Thank you.
Good job. Okay. Nothing's happening. NASDAQ, what are you doing? Oh, my God, this asset class is an ass. All right, Trump, what you got for us? There's my chair. I'll
Well,
leave it.
thank you very much. We're talking about Gavin Newsom. Doesn't seem like a very good subject right now. It made that young lady not feel so good.
This guy.
Anyway, he admitted he has mental problems, that he's not a smart person, that he is a mental lack of ability. He's unable to read a speech. He can't read. And all of the other things he said he has a lot of mental problems. And I was attacked by a reporter that said, well, what's wrong with that? I said, nothing's wrong with it. But I don't want the President of the United States to have a cognitive deficiency. Okay. Right?
At least the guy was
And when he
aware of his
admitted
problems,
this, I
though.
said,
That makes him a little bit smart.
I think he just lost the Democrat nomination. What do I know? But you know what? I'm for everybody. But, you know, when it comes to president, you got to be sharp. You got to be sharp.
You have to
as
be,
hell.
though. You have to be sharp. Let's be honest now. You got to be
One
on
of the
ball with
greatest
this.
victories we have achieved for hardworking Americans with the help of our great Republican majorities in Congress is no tax on tips, no tax on Social
He's
Security,
repeating
and
again.
as I told you before, no tax on overtime, which affects you. 800,000 Kentucky seniors. And every Democrat voted against it. So remember, and they'll terminate it. If they take power, they'll terminate it. 800,000 Kentucky. So you have, think of that.
Correct
You have
answer.
No tax
An
on
answer.
Social Security.
Yeah.
800,000 seniors, and they will end it. We got to win the midterms. We also made interest on auto loans tax deductible. First time that's ever happened, but I did put a little proviso. The car has to be made in America for you to get it. Our tax cuts are projected to raise incomes in the Commonwealth by $5,400, boost household take-home pay for you by nearly $10,000, and protect more than 84,000 Kentucky jobs at a minimum. And some of the jobs we're creating or protecting are right here at Verse Logistics. So let me call up your outstanding CEO, Paul. Come on up real fast, Paul. Come on. Paul Verse.
All right,
Come
ladies
here,
and
Paul.
gentlemen.
Let's go. Do it fast, Paul. They don't want to hear from you.
What's this guy going to say?
I wish I could have gone before him, Mr. President. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you for allowing me an opportunity to share our experiences, how your economic policies and the one big, beautiful bill have positively impacted our employees, company, and family.
All right.
As mentioned in your earlier comments, the no tax...
Okay, so 90% of this was shit talking Iran. The military is great. The unemployment is soaring through the roof. The employment, forgive me. And non-farm payrolls came in minus 91,000. Average hourly earnings have gone up, and the unemployment rate increased to 4.4%. We are at the lowest level of unemployment in 50 years. That's the only thing that Biden did. But anyways, he's not really given the markets absolutely anything. You can appreciate NASDAQ has done nothing. Bitcoin has done nothing. The markets are just switched off. If I'm honest with you, they've just hit the button and they switched it off. But Did anyone exploit this move today? It was a tough day. I'm not going to lie to you, man. We had the move covered today, but the entry was just difficult, man. We wanted to see Bitcoin come in and then reverse back up. And it just pissed me off because we wanted to see that retrace first. Didn't quite get it, but we had the idea of it. This is the Platinum membership, by the way, guys. It's pinned to the top of the chat where you get daily trade setups. But if you made money today, guys, I hope you paid yourselves. This was Ethereum, wanting to see 2089 on Ethereum, and they came up towards 2085 before they reversed. But look at that, just a sharp reversal back up. But the market is cooked. This speech is cooked. Your president is cooking, right? All I can suggest to you all, ladies and gentlemen, is the simple story that the markets right now, they're not too concerned about not so much value, but it's accumulation. And there is speculation that the markets are going to go into an extreme rally, but we need to have an extreme event. And the only extreme event is if we do get big rate cuts. It's the FOMC in 7 days' time. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, please make sure you do. Okay? But going into tomorrow, we don't have anything to be too concerned about. It's the unemployment claims, but then we get the core price index on the Friday. So just make sure you are around for that bad boy. With that being said, another night of BS from our dearly beloved Trump. Nothing else other than military hype. But what can I say? Anyways, mad love and respect to you all. Take care of yourselves. And I'll tune into you all tomorrow. Peace.